well as lots of fond memories. So here it goes. So we'll pass this around and read things. Okay? Thousands of fabulous home-cooked meals, even on a very tight budget. Plus you taught some of us how to cook.
I take exception to that.
Some of them.
You know the food likes and dislikes of all your kids, their spouses and children, and have always kept everyone satisfied. You sewed lots of our clothes, cheerleader outfits, Barbie doll clothes, prom dresses, bridesmaids dresses, and Halloween costumes. You made the best tasting and best decorated birthday cakes in the world. You neglected yourself to care for us. You took many trips to the orthodontist, which was not cheap, but we did get to eat at Wendy's before we went home. You typed our papers, but insisted that we learn how to type. Boy, do I appreciate that now. Our cousins were always welcome to come and play, and we could get as dirty as we pleased. Okay, you want to start? Start at this one.
You worked us hard, but then we got to.
You gotta read louder.
We got to play raking the leaves, then swinging high,
loud.
and jumping off to the land against the pile of pecan trees. And later we roasted marshmallows after we burned the leaves.
Did you hear?
Speak up. Project.
You cooked supper and helped us with our homework while we gathered in the big kitchen to talk over the day and get homework help.
Baby, you gotta read louder. She can't hear you.
Where you at?
Why don't you read the other two so Granny can hear it? Back up. I don't think that one is it.
You worked us hard, but then we got to play. Raking the leaves, then swinging high and jumping off to land in a giant pile of pecan leaves. Then later we roasted marshmallows after we burnt those leaves. You cooked supper and helped us with our homework while we were gathered in the big kitchen to talk over the day and get homework help. Very fond memories. You hosted the family Christmas gatherings, and this kept us close to our extended family. What a blessing, but much hard work for you. You taught the boys to do housework and dishwashing just like the girls. I wonder if they continue this for their wives. You taught some of us to love yard work and to know that the yard work can work off frustration. You read us Sunday school lessons and helped us memorize Bible verses or practice Bible drills. I don't know how you did it, but 6 pair of shoes were shined and clothes ironed, some even starched every Saturday night to have us ready for church. You worked so hard your whole life up to age 72 to support us and yourself despite being ill. You never complained even at 5 a.m. work starts. It took a stroke to stop you from working. You were very loyal and helpful and thoughtful to all your co-workers and who had even less than you, swapping shifts or days or working extra for them if they had family concerns, always keeping up with their families. You taught us to love one another, especially family. You watched many of Mel and David's baseball games, the girls' gymnastics, and our choir performances, handbell choir, and David's light show magic. You made it to most, if not all, of the births of your grandchildren, even the ones in McDonough. We still can't believe that our mama flew to Miami and rode all day to North Carolina to see those babies be born, to see you safe and on bed rest. You loved and mildly spoiled all of your grandchildren, including Asa.
What's that? What now? Whose birth did I miss?
That's what we couldn't remember.
We didn't
I don't
think
think you just did.
I want you to say almost.
We think you made them all, but we weren't sure.
I'm next.
You're next.
Where's your
I
stuff?
think I did.
I think you did too.
Here.
Where
You'll start.
Be a buzzkill on your birthday.
Oh, how many pages?
We'll retract that most.
We said most, if not all.
Oh yeah, there's a page for everybody.
Yeah.
Still don't believe I flew in an airplane.
They're staying close to her.
Gotta be real loud.
Fortunately for the girls, you always side with the boys and your sons-in-law. Perhaps this is because Mel and David were outnumbered 2-1 growing up. You made it to many of the grandkids' games, plays, beauty pageants, hog and cow shows, and a few grand graduations before you were unable to travel. Your
Slow down, baby. Selflessness, very good.
selflessness shows with your favorite sentence. It does not matter to me. It's whatever you all want to do. We are supposed to be able to spoil you now. You are always willing to listen to our joys and sorrows, answered our questions, and encouraged us so much. You still do this now over the telephone. Hey, Mama, how do you do this? You taught us how to fix many things, including bracing the foundation, pilling. I don't know.
You're doing good.
Pilling to hold up the bathroom floor.
Did you get that one?
Did you get it, Mama?
Hold up the bathroom floor, bracing something.
We had to put a piece of wood up under the house to hold the toilet up.
You taught us how to drive without getting anyone killed. Many fond memories of driving with the white bomb, sitting on a pillow, shifting 3 on the tree. No matter how small we were, you let us go ride or drive the go-kart. No other family had such a great experience as the go-kart that shifted gears. We all piled on, and I don't think anyone got hurt, at least not seriously hurt. You always encouraged us to do our best in school. It did not have to be all A's, but our best. Thanks for figuring out a way to complete our financial aid forms. Caring for Dot and John and Granny was very difficult, but you did it with a loving heart and an ailing body. You were 67 years old and lifting Granny's wheelchair into the trunk of your car by yourself. You will never be a burden to us. You never complain or ask for anything. Please let us know anything that you need or want. We will fight over who gets to do it for you. You taught us how to start work at an early age, save money, and spend wisely. We still remember how to make powdered milk
No, we don't.
tolerable, little vanilla flavoring with little bit of sugar, and make it very cold. You always encouraged us to go to school and do what we love.
Yeah, David could make stuff before and trade it right then.
You welcomed your son-in-laws and daughter-in-laws into the family, and day one made us feel like we belonged. You decided to stop smoking, and you did it. You had the willpower. You said it and did it. We're so proud. You taught us to say, you've got your problems and I've got mine. I like that. You learned in Laurel Park how to be happy again and found your smile and laughter again. And all of your family was again happy. And thanks to you, can now live happily ever after. You are kind and caring to everyone at Laurel Park, and they love you, but not as much as we do. Do I just get the short sheet? It means everything for you to tell me that I'm a good mother. Of course, you said it surprised you, but you still said it. You always, always, always put your children first. You went without so many times so we could have the things we needed or even just wanted. Having the energy to do anything. Seriously, 6 kids and a job. You are my very own Wonder Woman. Riding that big hill at Whitewater with all the kids and laughing or screaming so much that your dentures almost fell out. Watching you and Caroline play games, especially Clue. You had no idea what you were doing, but you played it over and over.
But
Oh.
tried to let me win one day.
We tried so hard to let her win.
Uncle Dave said clueless.
Yes. That's true. Always making me feel that what we had growing up would be enough, allowing me to be blissfully unaware as a child of what we didn't have. Feeling loved always, whether it was with a hug or a flip-flop.
Flip-flop.
I now know as a parent that both are needed. This is for Fran, letting us throw the cork in the woods behind the house. Helping me helping us make that hideous scaffolding into a haunted house at Halloween. Letting us fall asleep in church on your shoulder or in your lap, and having some sort of candy in your purse too. Finding that silence is golden, that medicine for me, for my continuous hacking when I was a child.
It's the next one.
You want to go or you want to go?
I'll pass it on to him.
Oh, all right then.
Never letting us think our future was limited, teaching us at a young age that we chose our path in life. Finding us a path to college by becoming a professional at financial aid forms. Being my protector and my cheerleader in life. Making sure each of us felt special and loved, even with 6 of us. Always telling us you didn't have a favorite, even though we knew that David and Gloria were golden. Teaching me right from wrong many times that it took for it to stick. Finding time to come to all the activities you let us participate in, be it football, cheerleading, softball, choir, basketball, gymnastics, etc. Teaching your grown kids enough to let you take it out on the big dinner tube in the ocean. Remember that? Sorry, that was an awful reading. Loving us
I read
enough.
to kill all of you.
That's the next sentence. Hold on. Wait for it.
Loving us enough not to kill us when we let the waves flip you over and trap you under the inner tube.
That was the longest 30 seconds of your life.
It sure was.
Taking care of my baby boy when the hurricane hit. I know it was truly a family effort, but I honestly don't know what I would have done without all your help. Playing ball with Caroline in rehab. You were in pain and scared of falling, but you made your granddaughter very happy. Giving me all those crazy southern sayings that my friend heard me say today. I used come hell or high water just this week. Once in a while, one of my friends will say, my mom said that too. I love that I grew up in your big, wonderful family surrounded by a grandmother, aunts, uncles, and cousins. Family is everything. Knowing just what to do in 3rd grade when Aubrey Morey picked on me. Did you know he gave me a bloody nose?
Gave you what?
A bloody nose.
Can you finally tell me how you knew it was him?
I'm 48. I think it's time for you to tell me how you knew.
I figured it was him because he was sweet on you, had a crush on you.
My worst night, I'm sorry.
And that's what little boys do when they like somebody. They pester them and hurt them.
Must have loved me.
My worst nightmare is that you don't already know these things because I too was ignorant to make sure to tell you always and always. That's the ones I needed on that big phone.
You kept us boys from killing each other with BB guns and darts. You welcomed any friends that we brought home from school and treated them like family. You taught us the importance of saying thank you, yes sir, and no ma'am. You showed us the love of God by the way you loved us unconditionally. You spanked me when I deserved it and I deserved it a whole lot more. You washed a million loads of laundry, if not more. You let me take 2 strawberry fig preserve sandwiches to school because I loved them. You taught us how to make divinity candy, flying saucers, and real homemade biscuits. You let me stay with Granddaddy and help take care of him when he hurt his foot. You always praised us when we did good in school, and you encouraged us to participate in sports and activities at school and church. You sacrificed so much so that you could provide for all of us. You took us to pick peas and butter beans and let us go swimming in the summertime. And you made the best salmon patties in the world, and I haven't found any like that in 25 years.
Amen.
That's right.
Giving me birthing advice, even though you couldn't remember what it felt like. Maybe that's so I couldn't chicken out. Playing ball in the backyard with Chipper Jones. Showing the boys the creek and floating boats. Allowing us to make our own mistakes, knowing that would teach us more than any lecture would. Waking us up with a hammer, butcher knife, and rutabaga on the kitchen counter. Keeping the boys' secret of shooting planes with a hairspray can. Yelling at them when they tore down the fence to build the fort. Helping us dismember numerous roly-polies and jump Georgia thumpers. Clogging up the toilet by flushing your cigarettes down, hoping Granny would quit smoking. Making Batman costumes out of trash bags, paper towel rolls, and dental floss. Saved millions of Gold Bond and S&H green stamps so that we always had wonderful Christmases. We loved, enjoyed, and appreciated your new home. You kept it spotless and ready for us to visit at any time.
Amazingly, I don't think you have forgotten any of our birthdays for 20 people. Letting us play as loud as we wanted on the piano in the front hallway. You gave us haircuts and hairstyles and lots of VO5.
I remember that.
Thank God there are better haircut products now. Long walks on the scooter even when you felt bad. Letting us slide on the wooden floor in our socks or pulling each other's on sheets. Orthodontic rubber bands fights on the back hall with hamper forks for, I thought I said
I
forks.
don't know what I'm talking about.
Section.
Dirty clothes.
Letting us climb the walls to play tag. Letting us build endless miles of Hot Wheel tracks and not getting mad. Wrestling on the mattress in the apartment. Teaching me how to cook so that I could pay to live at college. The endless batches of divinity, mock peanut brittle, and other homemade goodies to give our teachers and neighbors at Christmas time. Working all your time slots at the Fall Festival booth for 6 kids.
I don't know how many batches of divinity I've made in my life.
I know, Mama. We all had several teachers, and you made them for several teachers for 6 kids.
Plus your church.
He'll read the last one.
No, he's good. Is it?
That's me.
Keep going.
Keep the vibe going.
Doing pretty much anything we volunteered you for because we knew you wouldn't tell us. At least now you have gotten a little smarter and you're responsible. And your response is, well, we'll see. Me and Nate, after a wonderful journey, thanks for protecting me against all those boys. Thank you for being my mother. I never needed anything else.
We love you.
We love you, Mom.
I know you do. And I love everyone.
It's like the guy that wrote The Night Before Christmas. So it's like the guy that wrote The Night Before Christmas to his kids for a present. We wrote you history.
History. You maybe don't
History
like to
book.
read now.
The Gurley History Pass. Book.
There's a scary book.
The Ghost of Gurley's Past.
Okay, do you want me to tell you